watching this tutorial on pwConnect for patient texting. In this tutorial, we'll go over setting up patients to get text messages, automated text confirmations, reminders, and recalls, on-demand texting for appointment lists and urgent messages, marketing campaigns for specials and announcements, and communicating with patients using two-way texting. Here are the benefits of using pwConnect. You can increase appointments and reduce cancellations, effectively promote specials and make announcements, and answer questions and reschedule quickly. You've made a great decision to use pwConnect, which will be a great leap forward for your practice. It will help you quickly increase appointments and reduce cancellations. It's also the best way to reach your patients for marketing and answering questions. In fact, patients reply to 82% of texts within 5 minutes. Texts also have a 295% higher confirmation rate than calls or emails. So let's get started. It's very important that your patients are set up to get text messages. Each patient should have a wireless phone number entered in pwConnect. As part of your protocol, you should also ask for their permission to send text messages. To enter a wireless phone number, double-click in the Patient Information section of the Family module and enter the phone number in this field. Make sure it is a wireless number and not a landline. By default, the permission is set to allow text messages. Either the double question marks or yes means they will get your text. If a patient does not want text, then select no. Now let's look at the automated text for appointments. The first type is appointment confirmation text. These texts are great to prevent last-minute cancellations. During your install, you decide when the confirmation text would be sent to patients. The default is 3 business days before the appointment. If you're not sure about your delivery schedule or if you want to change it, please call support for help. If your patient texts back with a C, confirm, Y, yes, K, or OK, the confirmation status of the appointment will automatically be updated to confirm. If the patient replies with anything else, you'll get a new text alert in pwConnect and can easily reply, as I'll show you soon. The second type of automated text is appointment reminders. A lot can happen between confirming an appointment and the day of the appointment. Your patient will get a reminder text the morning of their appointment or any other day you choose, so they can plan appropriately and make it to your office on time. This is great for preventing no-shows. The third type of automated text is recall reminders. pwConnect will send a text to patients that have recalls coming up within 15 days or are up to 30 days past due on their recalls. This reminder system runs once a week, and each patient will get a maximum of 3 texts. If you want to send more reminders to a particular patient, you can do that with on-demand texting, which we'll cover soon. If your patient replies to set up a recall appointment, you'll get an alert in pwConnect. You can then text back to get it scheduled. Easy as that. The last type of automated text is the birthday greetings. Your patients will get a greeting on their birthday, which shows you care. You can customize any automated text for confirmations, reminders, recalls, or birthdays through the pwConnect module. I'll show you how later in this training. Here's another completely optional feature for appointments. You can send additional reminder texts to only unconfirmed or all scheduled patients. Remember that each patient already gets an initial reminder, a confirmation text, and same-day reminder, 3 texts. So you want to avoid annoying patients by sending too many more. Again, what I'm about to show you is completely optional on-demand feature that is not automated. First, let's look at additional reminders to only unconfirmed patients. So in the appointment module, above the calendar, you'll see a button that says Send Text. Let's say your confirmation text goes out 3 days before the appointment and the patient doesn't confirm. You can click on the Send to Unconfirmed Patients Only to send another reminder a day or two before their appointment. If they want to confirm, you'll see this text in PracticeWeb under New Messages, and you can update their appointment's confirmation status accordingly. This text can be customized from the pwConnect module. Next, let's see additional reminders to all scheduled patients. So go back to the Send Text button above the calendar and click on Send to All Patients. And this will send an additional reminder or message to all patients scheduled for this day. This text can be customized from the pwConnect module also. You can also send any urgent texts to all scheduled patients using this urgent message option. Type in any message you like. For example, if your office needs to close due to an emergency. Lastly, all texts sent and patient replies are stored in the patient's comm log in the account module. Next, let's see the two-way texting feature. When a patient replies to any of your texts, unless it's a simple confirmation, you'll see an alert on the text button in the top toolbar. Click on that alert and then text back your patient. Simple as that. To read your ongoing conversation, go to the text message section here and click on the patient's name. For example, if your patient's text that they can't make their appointment, you can text back with alternative appointments to get them rescheduled right away. Also, if they have questions about planned treatment or insurance coverage, you can quickly look that up in PracticeWeb, then answer via text. You can also send direct one-off messages to patients as needed. For example, if you want to remind a patient to show up early for pre-medication or bring information from another doctor. Click on the appointment to select the patient. You can see that they're selected because their name is in the upper left corner of PracticeWeb. Now click on the text button and type your message to the patient and click Send. And your patient will get the message right away. If they respond, you can two-way text with them as explained before. If you would like to use templates for common text messages to individual patients, you can use our Quick Note feature. We'll go over how to create templates for the on-demand and mass text messages later in this tutorial. So here's how you use the individual templates. Right-click in the text box and click on Insert Quick Note. Click the Add button on the left under the Category column. We're going to name this category Text Messages. And in the Default Types column, we're going to select Text Message. Click OK to save this category. Now that the template category is created, make sure that it's highlighted in the category column and click the Add button at the bottom of the screen. The abbreviation is how you recognize this text from your list of templates. You can also type this abbreviation with a question mark and have it automatically inserted into the text field if you don't want to search through a list. The large note area is where you can type your text message, and this will save for later use. For this example, we're going to create a text for pre-med reminder. Once you type your message, click OK to save. To send this message to your patients, click on the appointment for that patient, then click on the text bubble at the top of Practice Web. Click in the text box, left-click on Insert Quick Note, then click on the message you want to send. If you don't want to search through the list of templates, you can type the question mark and whatever your abbreviation is, and the note will automatically be inserted. You can also use these quick notes in the main screen for two-way texting. Quick notes will boost your efficiency in texting with individual patients. Again, I'll show you how to create templates for the on-demand and mass text messages later in this tutorial. Next, let's review how on-demand texting works for your practice. This is a great way to text specific patients on your appointments list with custom messages to get them scheduled, including for planned treatment and canceled appointments. We'll go over mass marketing messages later in this tutorial when we talk about the marketing campaigns. You can send on-demand text messages to patients on 5 lists. The first 4 are located under your appointments list in the appointment module. The first is recalls, which is a list of recall due dates for patients who've been in for an exam or cleaning before. Remember that automated recalls are also sent on a weekly basis to those due for a recall within the last 30 days and the next 15 days. But if you would like to try to encourage these patients to schedule appointments and they didn't respond to the reminders, you can click on the text button at the bottom of the recall list. Select the criteria like date range and patients to send the reminder, then click on the send in the lower right. If you don't want a specific patient to get this text, then uncheck the box on the left. I'll show you later how to customize this text message. The second is Plan Tracker, which is a list of planned appointments created in the chart module. Many times, the dentist plans treatment, but the patient delays or forgets to schedule it. This helps you take action on that treatment. The texting works the same way here. The third is the unscheduled list, which is a list of appointments that need to be followed up on that may have been canceled. This helps you prevent canceled appointments from getting overlooked and not rescheduled. You can customize the messages for this list too. Again, select the criteria like date range, and the patients to send the reminder to, and click on Send in the lower right. The fourth is the ASAP list, which is a list of patients that are currently scheduled but would like to come in for treatment sooner if you have an opening. You can send a mass text to selected patients letting them know that you have an open slot available, and they can text back for more info to schedule or get that earlier time. Again, the mass text works the same way as with the other appointments lists. The last list is in the Reports module. The Treatment Plan Manager. This is a list of planned treatment based on procedure type and remaining insurance benefits. Texting patients on this list is a great way to help them take advantage of remaining insurance benefits, especially at the end of the year. Again, the texting works the same way. The great thing is you can customize your own templates for all on-demand texts from the pwConnect module. I'll show you that in a bit. For example, you can have different types of texts for your recall or plan tracker list based on the types of patients you're texting. A couple of important notes. First, the on-demand texts will be sent the next morning from when you decided to send them out. For example, if your staff clicked on Send Text on Monday, the patient will get it on Tuesday morning. Second, you can't send more than one text for each list per day. This is to prevent your patients from getting multiple texts sent by different people in your office. Third, you don't need to add your office information with automated or on-demand texts. The office information gets added automatically at the end of every text. Now let's review the pwConnect module. This is where you can track your texts and history, send marketing campaigns, and customize your text templates. Let's look at each section in detail. The first is the patient text log. The first tab is the patient view. This shows your text history with individual patients. You can search for texts with patients within a specific date range. You can also select the patient to see the text history on the right side. The second tab is the message view. Here, you can see the text messages by type within a date range. For example, if you want to look at your automated confirmations or recall texts. The third tab is the not delivered. This is an important log that you should check on a daily or weekly basis. It shows any text messages that were not delivered to a patient for various reasons. For example, maybe they provided a landline phone number instead of a mobile number. You can then follow up on the patients to correct their errors. If any non-deliveries don't make any sense, just give our support team a call and we'll look into it. The last tab is a monthly summary. This shows the total number of texts that went out for each month or in a date range. This is a good report to track if you want to stay within the amounts of your texts included in your plan. The standard included amount is 1,500 outgoing texts per month. Incoming texts are free. Each additional outgoing text is only 4 cents per text. The next section in the pwConnect module is the marketing campaigns. This is a great feature to promote dental specials or make important announcements, like a change in hours or moving to a new location. Text marketing is much more effective than emailing, calling, or sending postcards. The first tab is Patients by Coverage Type. Here, you can send texts to patients by coverage type, such as cash, category percentage, Medicaid, etc. You can also send a text to all active patients if you want. The second tab is Patients by Insurance Plan. Here, you can send text to a group of patients that have the same insurance plan, such as Delta Dental, Aetna, Cigna, etc. This is useful for dental specials related to specific insurance plans. The next section in pwConnect module is Text Templates. This is where you can create and edit custom templates for all of your automated and on-demand texts. First, let's look at the on-demand text. The appointment reminder is not the automated same-day reminder. That's in the next tab. But the completely optional and extra on-demand reminder you can send from the Appointments module. Same with the unconfirmed appointment reminder near the bottom of this list. The recall request, plan tracker, unscheduled list options, as well as the ASAP option at the bottom of the drop-down menu are your appointment list texts that we had discussed earlier. Next, you have the treatment plan analyzer option for customizing the text sent to patients on that report. Finally, the two marketing options are to create different texts for your marketing campaigns. Next, let's look at the automated text templates. The first three on this list are all for the appointment-related automated texts. First is the initial appointment reminder sent out a few weeks before the appointment. Next is the appointment confirmation text sent a few days before the appointment. Finally, you have the same day reminder. You can customize the text content from here. Then you have the recall request for upcoming recalls due and the birthday greetings. Customize those from here as well. So now I'm going to show you how to create a template. We're going to go ahead and create a message for our recalls. So you select a message type from the drop-down menu. Click on Create New Template. Type in the template name in the text template field. Go ahead and type in the messages for the English template and the Spanish template. You can add a patient name and/or appointment date and time by using the variable from the merge fields. Click on Add Template once, and you're done. You can repeat these same steps to create other templates as needed. So now let me show you how you would use this message in PracticeWeb. The next section is Delivery Schedule. This lets you customize the delivery day of your automated confirmation and reminder texts. By default, the confirmation goes out 3 business days before the appointment, and the reminder goes out on the morning of the appointment. You may have modified this during your installation. If you want to modify these settings again, please call our support team to make sure it's done correctly. Moving on, we have the daily upload log. Here, you can view how many automated appointment confirmations and reminders, recall reminders, and birthday greetings are uploaded each day or during a date range. This is more for troubleshooting purposes. Lastly, we have unconfirmed types. Here, we can select which appointment confirmation types we will use to send appointment confirmation texts. By default, pwConnect only sends the confirmation text to appointments that are marked as unconfirmed. But we can select other types based on your needs. Please call our support team if you need to make any changes here. This completes our overview of how to use pwConnect patient texting. If you have any questions about something that was not covered in this tutorial, please call support at 800-845-9379 option 2 or email us at support@practice-web.com.